Hi guys, welcome back to another amazing episode of Unplug, brought to you by every NG. And I hope you had a wonderful Salah break. Still waiting for my round, but no pressure. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Unplug, and this is where I give you updates on entertainment, foreign stories, national stories, as well as sports updates. So you should definitely be sticking to our channel and subscribe to our channel. Like I mentioned previously, this is brought to you by every NG, and my name is Judith. Now let's head to the stories for today. First up, good news in the BBNaija household as a famous BBNaija couple, Khafi and Gedoni, are expecting baby number one. Now they made this Instagram update, they posted stories and pictures of the baby bump, and it was so cute. Of course, congratulations were coming in from left and right, and you could see that Gedoni was having the time of his life. So get ready to be Instagram uncles and aunties. Now moving on, still on BBNaija stories, we have Leo da Silva, who has given us a hint to know when you are cursed. Now this is a very tricky one because he was just making regular tweets, and we all know Leo, he's always dropping hints here and there, dropping shades, subtle shades here and there. Now on Twitter he said that the first way to know that you're a cursed person, especially as a man, is when you're chasing women without money. And yes, it might have seemed funny to some people, but it gave other people something to think about, and of course the reactions were mixed. Some people said, Oga Leo, calm down, now every day you're dropping shade for people. And other people were like, okay, of all the languages you sought to speak, you chose to speak facts. And there we have it with Leo. Still with the entertainment updates, popular Nollywood actress and philanthropist Tonto Dike has shut down motivational speakers who seem to have a leeway with her relationship. Now Tonto Dike came on Instagram to say, oh okay, now because my love life is involved, everybody is forming motivational speaker, everybody seems to have their two pieces to say about my relationship, but when I was going through pain and when I was suffering, everybody just minded their business. Now that Tonto is posting her relationship online, all of you are forming motivational speaker. Will you mind your business? Yes, she literally posted something on her Instagram story telling people to mind their business and stop forming motivational speaker on her relationship. Now this relationship, we've been talking about it since it was announced, and somehow people always have something to say about Tonto and her new man. Will you let her be? All right, let's talk about something else happening in the industry, and this is concerning controversial journalist Kemi Olunloyo and an OAP, Sade Ladipo. Now, Sade went on Instagram, that's the history of the story. Sade went on Instagram and said this whole concept of slut-shaming women, because of their body counts is old, and people should just get on with the new wave, saying that women shouldn't be ashamed to sleep with as many people as they want. Nobody should slut-shame, and it was an old thing. Now, while some people are like, yes, girl, you're speaking facts, you're saying the truth, some other people like Halima Abubakar, who said she was being irresponsible, and journalist Kemi Olunloyo came for her hard. Now, Kemi made an entire Instagram post calling out Sade and saying that she had a way of running her mouth and saying very irresponsible things. Now, Kemi also made an entire written post saying that, she was being insensitive to people who had been raped, people who had their body counts rise up for reasons beyond their control. People were like, yes, Kemi is making so much sense, while other people were like, I think you're missing the point here. Maybe this wasn't what Sade meant exactly. Now, looking at Sade's post and Kemi Olunloyo's reaction, do you think that maybe Sade could have delivered her message in a different way, or is Kemi Olunloyo overreacting to the situation? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's move on to renowned writer and popular feminist Chimamanda Adichie. And when she said in an interview earlier on in the year that she doesn't mind calling people out by their names, she wasn't joking, because this time around, she came and called out a Catholic priest for verbally abusing her during her mother's burial. Now, the backstory was, Chimamanda had an interview, if you recall very well, with Ebuka Obi-Chendu, and she was talking about the Catholic Church and saying that the reason she doesn't attend the Catholic Church in Nigeria is because it was fast becoming a marketplace. Now, while she was burying her mom some weeks ago, the priest went back to that interview and kind of, called her out in front of the church, which made her really angry. Now, while Chimamanda was explaining herself in the video that went viral, she said that she was prompted to leave the church when the priest started calling her out. But because of the respect she has for the Catholic Church and the community, she had to come back. Plus, it was her mom's funeral. Now, also explaining herself in the interview, she said that she loves the Catholic Church. She has nothing against the Catholic Church. Her only issue is the fact that people are now being forced to give money to the church, citing an example where the church was locked with her inside for a fundraiser. Now, she also called out the priest, saying that as a religious leader, he had no right to verbally abuse her the way he did. All he had to do was to call her aside to explain herself. Now, what do you think on what Chimamanda did? And remember that this is not the first time this year she's calling people out by their names, so she really means business. All right, let's talk about other things happening nationally, and this one is from the federal capital, as armed robbers have sent a letter to the residents of Pape, warning them, or rather alerting them, that there's going to be a robbery attack and that every household should have at least 100,000 naira to submit when they come. And this is really audacious. I mean, according to the letter, they said, hello friends, you're coming to attack people, you're coming to rob them, and you're addressing them as friends. If that isn't audacious, I don't know what is. And on the foreign scene, we have exciting news, as the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, took a 10-minute, 10-second trip to space. Now, he took this on his first ship, the New Shepard, produced by his company Blue Origin, and when he touched down back on Earth, he was like, this is the best day ever, literally. And we've seen this. I mean, he's not the first billionaire to go into space. We saw that happen some days ago, and it looks like, oh, everybody is now battling to get into space, while other people are like, I'm not really sure I'm going to touch that area. All right, let's talk about something happening in sports. And first up, this very viral video of a Nigerian man who attacked the Super Falcons in Vienna, Austria, has been making rounds on the internet, and people have been reacting. Now, according to this man, he said that the Super Falcons should be ashamed of themselves for supporting a terrorist government, which is the Nigerian government. Now, he attacked them on the bus verbally. He was saying all sorts, calling them names, and even got to the point where the players had to defend themselves, and it turned into an exchange. Now, so many people were trying to calm the man down, but he wasn't having any of it, and he took the Austrian police to actually come into the bus to tell him, please excuse me, sir, you either come off this bus or you stop verbally harassing these people. But Nigerians reacting to this video are saying that the man did nothing wrong. Maybe he did it at the wrong time, but he was spitting facts. Do you agree with him? Do you think that, playing for Nigeria is a way of supporting a terrorist government? And are they supporting the government, or are they supporting the people? What exactly do you think on that story? And still on sports, Greece's Giannis Antetokounmpo has led his team Bucks to their first NBA title since 1971. This is really a big one. He was being celebrated yesterday, and little birds here and there are saying that he is of Nigerian descent. Well, we haven't confirmed this yet, but he's also saying that he's trying to find his roots. So we'll definitely keep you updated on that story once we get updates. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Unplug. I had fun giving you this update, and don't forget to drop your comments on any stories that piqued your interest. Until next time, keep it to date with us. This is brought to you by Every NG, and my name is Judith. Bye.